Hi guys, so I got an amazing idea from one of my subscribers to make a video on how I started my spiritual journey. So I'm just gonna, I guess, run through it. I'm gonna do a little chit chat and then just kind of show you guys like what good books I've read. I swear, every time I have a camera in front of me, I just immediately have, I don't know, like I can't speak. Anyways, so I'm gonna go through like the books that I've read and yeah, just kind of get it going. And I'm not a spiritual advisor, I'm just showing you guys things that I've done and that have helped me. I recommend you do your own research or on like spirituality and you know things like this, so you can, you know, yeah. Anyways, so oh shit, how can I start this? I think I triggered my spiritual awakening without really knowing, like it probably happened like 3 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, I think, when I broke up with when me and my ex-boyfriend broke up. I think that's when it kind of started as far as like self-love and stuff. And no, actually no, I'm gonna say that it was like 2 years ago, because even like after me and him broke up, I was in this very self-destructive mode where like I was doing things that were like not good for me and kind of like drowning in my sorrows and drowning in the pain that I felt, even though the breakup was mutual. I don't know, it was still painful. I mean, every breakup is painful, of course, obviously. I think the past 3 to 4 years have been very, very hard for me. I've been through so much, and I'm not gonna sit here and victimize myself. I know that Pisces are known for being victimizers and manipulators, but there is nothing that I cannot stand more of myself than being the victim. Even though I can say that I was the victim in a lot of situations, but we're not, you know. It's just, I've learned to accept challenges, and I've learned to accept heartbreaks and roller coasters and anything that just kind of gets thrown to me by life. It's just life, you know. And look at me, I'm still here alive, I'm healthy, I'm well, I'm abundant, I'm happy, you know. Yeah, I couldn't ask for anything more, to be honest. But I think that when it comes to spirituality, it's just not for everyone. You have to really, really want to change for yourself and want to change your life. Like, you drastically, you know, sometimes like the universe can push you in so many ways to make changes until it finally just like, okay, like it really hits you, like literally, like, bitch, like I'm telling you, you need to work on yourself, you need to love yourself. So until you do that, I'm gonna keep sending you the same situations. I'm gonna keep fucking you up until you're literally shaking in your boots, breaking down, and can't handle it. And that's like the only way. And you know what? That's just how some of us do things, you know? Like, I think we just ignore the signs, and we just kind of like, it's just, I don't know, because I feel like we're human beings. You know, we're human. There's only so much that we can do as far as like wanting to better ourselves, especially if we're in situations where like it's just so comfortable, and even though it's painful, it's what you know. And maybe we do put ourselves in situations to kind of like, even though we know it's not good for us, we kind of just like, no, like we just still, I don't know, we just still put ourselves through it, you know. I mean, it's just, I don't know, like it's hard. I feel like I'm just saying a whole bunch of random things at this point because I don't even know where exactly, like I don't know where to start, because I feel like it wasn't something that like I thought like, oh my god, spirituality, I'm gonna get into it. I feel like I just naturally started getting into it, and like then I started seeing like books and things and reading books. So I feel like I was just naturally just triggering my spiritual awakening without even like knowing, you know. So I think one of the first books I would say that really helped me, it's How to Heal Toxic Thoughts. I love this fucking book. I remember like when I used to work at Zara, like I would just, in my lunch hour, I would just go through this book, and it's a tiny book, but I went through this book in like literally 3 days, and I read it, and honestly I haven't read it in like 2 years, but I highlighted, I highlighted some stuff. Let's see what I highlighted. It says, people who have studied with me for a long time know when I am breathing through my heart, my presence changes significantly in the room as I shift more into an expanded state of consciousness and awareness. Okay, let's see what else. One day, as a fight with his supervisor was beginning, he decided to try breathing through his heart. She was not aware of what he was doing, but all of a sudden there was silence in the room. The energy shifted, as did the conversation for the first time. George felt a sensation of compassion for his supervisor. Over time, as he continued to use this technique, his relationship with her changed. Okay, like transmuting energy. Yeah, this book just talks about a lot of shit, and I'm gonna actually reread this book again because this was my first book. This when I really started getting into like, damn, I'm already in 7 minutes. Have I been talking for that long? That's one of the first books that kind of not triggered, but that kind of like helped me as far as like thinking. Like I was always in my head, like I think like overthinking and overanalyzing things, and then having these attachments to outcomes really prevented me from having happiness in so many ways. Like I always needed to feel in control. I always needed to feel like I needed to know what the outcome of a situation was going to be so I could feel safe. And like again, it's just a human thing. We're scared of being hurt, or we're scared of wasting our time, but time isn't real. Time is an illusion. Like I've said this before and I'll say it again. Literally, time is not real. It's an illusion. Yeah, I mean, it's like we're living the same day over and over. We didn't have dates, like time. If we didn't have dates or time or like labels like months and shit like that, we would be living the same day over and over and over again. But yeah, it's just weird to think about it in that way. But anyways, so I think like I don't even want to sit here and tell you guys all the things that I went through, or what happened, or what really like made me want to focus on myself, because I think that one thing that has kind of like always been a part of my life is just dating and being with someone. Like I hated to be alone, and I think it just stemmed from like, you know, just childhood trauma type of shit, you know. We all have the childhood trauma and all that shit. I highly recommend writing a letter to your younger self, and it'll literally have you in tears. I did that like a few months ago. I wrote a letter to like myself, like my younger self, and when I was reading it, I felt her, like my younger self, like reading it, and I started crying. Like I wasn't crying, like it was like my inner child was crying, you know. But yeah, I mean, honestly, like it's so hard. I don't know where to begin honestly with this. Like it just naturally happened. Like literally, it's just one of those things where I lost so much. I freaking went through so much shit in the past 3 to 4 years. I lost so much, and then I went through so much, like emotionally, just so much. I don't even want to sit here and talk about it because I just feel, it's just kind of, oh, like I don't want to cry. And I told myself that I wasn't gonna cry. I don't want to cry. I feel like I cried enough. I feel like it's just, I'm happy now, you know, like the past doesn't exist anymore. It's all in my head. I let go, I forgave, I did everything that I had to do for my past. It's just an illusion at this point. The past doesn't exist, but every time like I think about it, it just still brings up a little bit of like emotion and stuff. But I just, you know, went through like a lot of things in the past few years that kind of like naturally the universe brought me to this place of like spirituality and self-love. One thing that I can really tell you guys about spirituality and like self-love is please love yourself. I know it sounds like harder. It's not as easy as it seems, but genuinely love yourself. Once you start doing things for yourself, like really, like whether it's working out, eating healthy, reading books, like learning new things for yourself, or doing something that, you know, brings you love, doing things with love, you'll fall so deeply in love with yourself. You'll never need anybody else for validation or for love or for anything. You wouldn't even give a fuck who loved you or who loves you or anything like that. Oh shit, my back. Yeah, I just like, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you guys that like, oh my god, I'm so in love with myself. I think even myself, I still have a lot of things that like I need to heal, you know. But I'm definitely, each day that I go on this journey, like I fall more and more and more in love with myself. Like I didn't think it was possible to feel this much love till I started falling in love with myself. It's just, honestly, like it's just such a beautiful feeling. Like I feel free, I feel abundant in many ways. Like I say my affirmations in the morning. I say like, I don't chase, I attract. What belongs to me will simply find me. Or I say I'm abundant, or I say I'm full of love, or I just say a lot of positive things to myself just to kind of program my mind and believe those things, you know, because we're so good at like talking down on ourselves, and we're so good at listening at what other people have to say. But when it comes to us saying things to ourselves as far as like positive things, we don't really like take it, you know. That's why I'm like, I say it every day so I can take it and take it and take it, and really each day getting closer to embodying that and being that, you know. I just feel like it's, I don't know, I just feel like it's, I mean, I'm not gonna say it's easy. You guys are gonna bring up so much shit like that you've held within yourself, and you're like, fuck, you know. And it's like, wow, like it's not easy. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you it's all rainbows and butterflies and unicorns, because it's not, you know. I mean, you bring up a lot of shit that you have to work on, you know. A lot of, you know, like you fucking realize that, damn, like I'm toxic, or damn, like all these people around me or people that I've been with were really reflections of me, you know. Like it's crazy. I look back at people I've dated, technically it was almost like I was dating myself, or like kind of like for example, like what I mean by reflection, I mean the way that I was treating myself is the way that I was getting treated by others. It was like a mirror. It's crazy. Like I look back and I'm like, wow, like, you know, it really is like you attract who you are. You attract what you are. You attract how you treat yourself. Like it's insane. Like we really are all energy. Like everything is energy. Like it's crazy. Like when you start seeing the world like that, it just changes your perspective in so many ways, and it really makes you be like, damn, like I want to embody being a better person. I want to embody like attracting positive energy into my life. I want, like, you know, it makes you really want to be like, you know what, like fuck this, I don't want to judge anybody, I don't want to talk down on anybody, I don't want to be angry, I want to be positive, I want to encourage people to do the same thing, I want to give compliments, I want to make people feel good. And you know, it just makes you want to be like, damn, like fuck, like this is really how the universe is. Like it's fucking insane. Like it's crazy. It's a mind trip, and a lot of people don't necessarily believe in this shit. And like I said, you don't have to believe it, you don't have to, but it literally is that. When I started changing myself, my surroundings started changing. Everything has been changing. Like I live such a simple life, but I am so happy. Like I am genuinely so fucking happy. Like I can't even like explain or put into words how fucking happy I am. Like I could sit here and complain about a million things, but I just can't find anything to complain about. Even if I had things to complain about, the way that I see the world now, I don't want to attract negative shit by complaining about little things. Don't get me wrong, we're human beings, so I definitely encourage you to feel things. So like if you feel sad, if you feel angry, if you feel anxious, whatever, like we're human beings. We're human beings. So I'm so sorry. We're human beings, and a huge part about being a human being is having emotions, you know, being emotional. That's just part of who we are as humans. So I definitely encourage you to, one thing that has helped me as far as like when I'm feeling sad or angry or anything like that, I just write it in my book, in my journal. This is my journal. I'm almost done with it. I've had it for like 3-4 months now, and I'm almost done with it actually. So whenever I feel sad or whenever I feel like any emotions, I just immediately just start writing it down. It's one of those things where like you feel it, you write it down, and you release it, and then onto, okay, like, you know, let's get up, let's get out this funk, you know, let's get out, let's feel it, let's cry it out. You know, don't hold your feelings back, because I feel like we're human beings. It's just a part of us being, like, that's what makes us human, emotions. And, you know, I don't think I'd ever, when I'm feeling sad or angry or heartbroken, I don't think I could ever push those feelings back, because I'm just, like, I'm human. I'm gonna let myself feel them, I'm gonna write them down and release them and just be like, okay, whew, when I need to cry, I'm gonna cry it out, I'm gonna breathe, I'm gonna let it be, I'm gonna be okay. One thing that I've always told myself in every fucking situation, and mind you, I have put myself in really dumbass situations, really fucking dumbass situations. Somehow I've come out good, alive, and well, and you know, I'm here, you know, I'm here. I always think like any fucking bad shit that happens, I always pick myself up. And no one, and I'm so, like, I think this is why I'm so independent, because no one has been there for me through the things that I've been through. No one, literally no one, only myself, because you only have yourself at the end of the day. When we die, we get buried alone, and that's it. People forget about you, and that's it. You're done. You don't exist. I think about my dad a lot as far as like when he died. The amount of people that showed up to his viewing and to his funeral was so many fucking people. And it pissed me off, because I don't know, first of all, I didn't know these people. I had me and my sisters over here crying and like bawling our eyes out and shit, and we have people coming up to us in the view and like, oh my god, I remember you when you were like 5. Like, okay, and you think it's a fucking like right now is a fucking grand opportunity to be like, oh my god, I remember you when you were 5, and my dad is right here fucking lying dead. Like, that shit pissed me off, because it just goes to show that like people will only show up for you when you're fucking dead. That's why I don't depend on no one but myself. Call it unhealthy, call it whatever you want. I don't see it that way. I just don't attach myself to human beings, because then I don't want to end up disappointed. I don't want to attach myself to human beings and then eventually get disappointed. Like, I have like one close friend, and I've known her for 16 years plus, and I love her to death. We talk every single day, but I don't expect nothing from her at all. I don't expect anything from anyone, you know? You just don't have any huge expectations of people, because then when you do, when you attach expectations behind people, you get disappointed and then you get hurt. You know what I'm saying? That's why I just, like, now the way that I've been single for three years now. Yeah, 3 years. And mind you, I was a relationship girl. I jumped from relationship to relationship. Not only have I hurt people, but I've been hurt. I've gone through some brutal shit in relationships. You know, I've been dating since I was 16 years old, 15 years old. I'm 28 now. I've been dating for I dated for 10 fucking years. Jumped from one relationship to another. I was like in a 1-year relationship, and the next day I was in another relationship. Then, like, it was just a lot, you know, a lot. Clearly I had no idea what I was doing, and I didn't, obviously. But now I'm so thankful, like, for these 3 years that I've been by myself. I've never been like happier, because I'm okay with being alone. I'm completely 100%, because of the fact that, like, I'm learning to love myself. I'm like dating myself right now. Like, I'm dating myself. I'm getting to know myself. I'm getting to know what I like and what I want in a partner. And I'm willing to wait for the partner that that the universe wants to align me with in the future. I'm willing to wait for that. I have no rush. Right now I'm dating myself, and I've never been in the most, like, this is the healthiest relationship I've ever had in my entire life, the relationship with myself. And it just, I don't know, it's just, I'm happy. I'm just genuinely very happy. I feel like it's just, you know, a lot. I just really, if there's any young girls here watching me, younger than me, whatever, even older than me, like, a partner's not gonna make you happy if you're not happy with yourself. How do you expect someone to love you if you don't even love yourself the right way? How do you expect someone to love you the right way if you don't love yourself the right way? You know what I'm saying? Like, like, you know? That's why I'm like, right now, fuck, dude, I'm so happy. I'm like so happy. Literally every fucking day I wake up in my beautiful studio apartment, like, it's full of light, and my grandma is my neighbor, which I wanted to move next to my grandma so I could keep an eye on her, because she's getting really old, and, you know, she's getting, you know, at that age where at one point she's not going to take care of herself, as much as I hate to think about it, because my grandma is my number one. She's my number one. I love her, and I wanted to move next to her to be with her. You know, I wanted to take care of her and see her every day, and, like, for us to have, like, you know, I just wanted to be with her. And sorry, I just get so emotional when I talk about my grandma, because I love her. I think she's such an amazing woman. Like, I love her. Anyways, but I just feel like just a lot of, like, basically how I started to wrap it all up, because I feel like I start on one topic, I'm just so all over the place, literally. Like, I'm like talking about one thing, and then the next thing I jump to another thing, and I'm just like, wait, what am I talking about? Basically, I just went through a lot of fucking shit, and I just kind of naturally, the universe kind of naturally led me to this path. I feel like I was meant for this path. I feel like I was meant to see for myself the power that I have within. And the power that we have, guys, I don't think you guys fucking understand how much power we have as human beings. It's magical. And like, the way that I want you guys to know that is, or to go deeper into it, I guess, is this book. It's called Becoming Supernatural, and also The Secret. If you guys don't want to read it, I know there's a documentary on this book on Netflix. It's about manifesting. If you guys believe in manifesting, I believe in manifesting. I manifested my new apartment, and so far I've been manifesting a lot of things, and we'll see what is going to happen. I'm so excited. Okay. So yeah. So I already told you guys about 3 books, and I'll just go, like, I feel like this video is gonna be so long, so I'm just kind of like gonna wrap it up in, like, you know, and I'm gonna probably wrap it up in a bit. I know that, like, I was probably like everywhere, but I hope that you guys kind of got something from this and kind of to just free yourself. Life doesn't have to be so hard. Like, I know that it sounds some type of way, but we always talk about how fucking hard life is. Every single time, like, life is hard, life is hard. I get it. Life is fucking hard, dude. Life fucking hits you with tower moments where you're just, everything just fucking comes crashing down on you. Like, I fucking get that. But, like, the power, for me, words and how you say things and your intention behind it, it's huge. You know how they sell, like, I saw this thing somewhere where, like, spelling, right? That's how we spell, right? Words. Spell is like casting a spell. So when you say something, you're like casting a spell into the universe. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm doing here? I got new nails that I don't know how to access. I'm like this and like that. ASMR. So, you know, so for me, the way that you say things and how you speak, to me, it's like a huge deal. So when someone is talking to me, I take their word for it, big time, you know? So for me, that's why I like to refer as life now easy. Even with the roller coasters, even with the fucking heartbreaks, even with the fucking slaps on the faces, even with the bad days, I still want to, like, always put out in the universe that my life is easy, because it just is. It just is. That's the intention that I'm putting behind my life. My life is easy. My life just flows. It's like Kourtney Kardashian always says, or like, not always, or like I heard her say it, like in one of the episodes, she said, right now, my vibe is living life. That's how she said it. My vibe is living life, literally. Like, I want to be rich. I'm gonna make that fucking shit happen. I'm gonna not only work for it, but attract it. I want to freaking help people. I want to fucking, like, go around the world and volunteer my time to orphanages or give people money. I want to be at the Mexican grocery store when I see those fucking old, that's rude. When I see those, like, the old Mexican people, when they're like pushing carts and shit, I want to be able to give them fucking loads of cash. Like, here, get out of this shit, start your own business, do whatever you want, go back home, build yourself a house, and start a business, whatever. I want to have the freedom to do that, and I feel like I could do it because not only do I believe in myself, I believe in the power that I hold within as a human being, because we have so much fucking power. It's all in mindset. It's all in mindset, and it's all in energy, the way that we think. You know, I always think about, like, I don't mean to judge anyone, and this is in no way judging anybody, but like, when you constantly think about something being so unreachable, guess what it's gonna be? Unreachable. If you think a certain thing, or like being super rich or being this and that, if you think it's unreachable, it's like, oh my god, it's only like a 1 in a million chance. Like, if you think that, guess what? Guess what's gonna happen? That's exactly what you're gonna attract in your life. Just unreachable things, and you're never gonna accomplish it. But if you believe and if you genuinely believe in yourself, love yourself, give yourself love, water the relationship you have with yourself, water your brain, and learn and fucking genuinely believe, whether it happens tomorrow, whether it happens 5 or 10 years from now, just be patient. Patience is a virtue. Things are not going to happen overnight. Like, the universe gives you things in divine timing when you're meant to have them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know what, like, why am I, like, I'm over here giving you guys advice. Like, I don't even know. I shouldn't do that. I mean, I should. Like, I don't know what I'm talking, like, I don't want you guys to, like, this is what works for me. Okay? That's what I'm gonna say. This is what works for me specifically. You know, I don't want to judge people. I don't want to have negative feelings towards anybody, even if they hurt me. Like, I don't want to have negative feelings towards anyone. I forgive and I forget. And when it's time to let go, because you'll feel it. Like, guys, you guys will so fucking feel it when it's time to let go of someone or something. Like, the universe is not only gonna yell at you through signs, but if you understand how the universe is, like, if you really understand your surroundings and you understand, like, you'll know. For me, for example, last year, I was called back to go to Zara. Zara was so life-changing for me. I met so many amazing people, but then it was, like, very dramatic too. It was, like, a lot of drama too, but overall it was a good experience and I learned a lot. But I wasn't very appreciated at all, and I worked really hard there and they didn't really appreciate me. I kind of felt like I was being taken advantage of for being such a hard worker, and I feel like that has happened to me a lot. But anyway, so, like, I got called back last year around June, you know, when they said, like, oh, that we can go back to work and stuff from the pandemic or whatever. And then, like, they called me back, and the first day I'm there, I'm, like, doing all this work, and then I go in 100,000. Like, I did so much shit. I did probably, like, so many jobs that weren't even my jobs, you know, but I still did it. Like I said, I'm just naturally a hardworking person. I just thrive off of working hard. But in that moment, I was just kind of like, I had a moment where, like, I was doing something and, like, I felt like this really, like this knot in my stomach, like a heavy knot in my stomach. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I don't want to work for anybody anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I deserve better than this. Like, I deserve to be appreciated and valued, and I can give that to myself by working by myself or working for myself. And that's what I'm doing right now. Like, and I've manifested that in this life. In this life I've manifested, like, I'm telling you guys, like, I want to show you, I was going to show you guys my vision board, but, like, I don't want to jinx, like, the stuff that I want to manifest in my life, because by showing you guys, I don't know, like, but it has worked, because I have some of the things on that board that I have manifested, a couple of things. And anyways, but yeah, it's just, anyways, yeah, it's just been a very long ride, and I'm happy where I'm at right now. I think for sure, guys, I hope you guys take this. I don't know, I don't want you guys to think like this is the only way. And I'm not a fucking mentor, I'm not a spiritual mentor, I'm not like heavy, like, freaking, you know, I meditate every day, you know, obviously to clear my mind. Meditation, oh my god, let me talk about meditation has helped me so much, like, so much, to clear my mind. I sit, I lay down for, like, a straight 15 minutes quiet. I try to, like, not let anything run through my brain. I listen to frequencies, and when I tell you that, like, my energy has changed and my mindset has changed because of meditation in so many ways, it's helped me live in the moment, not always constantly living in the future. You know what I'm saying? Or, like, not living in the future, but always constantly thinking about the future can be a little bit unhealthy. Like, tomorrow's not promised. I always think about, like, how my dad died. Like, he was a healthy man. He didn't have, like, he wasn't a drinker, he didn't smoke, like, he was a very healthy man. And what happened? he got cancer. He died like 2 months after he got cancer. It killed him so quick. It literally like ate him alive. What was left of him in that bed after 2 months was literal skin and skeletons. Like, that man was just so fucking skinny. And yeah, so I'm gonna wrap this up because my camera is probably gonna die soon. But yeah, guys, I just, you know, yeah, I mean, I guess what I'm trying to say is that, like, just a lot of moments in my life have led me to this spiritual path, as you call it. Like I said, I didn't look for it. It just kind of naturally happened that way. And I'm gonna tell you guys a few books that I have. I'm gonna start with all of them just in case you guys don't, you know. So the first one is How to Heal Toxic Thoughts. Very good book. This is the one that I was telling you guys about, that kind of started me into, like, you know. The Secret, Manifesting, great book. Becoming Supernatural, really good book on showing you how powerful you are. Anything with Don Miguel Ruiz. These 3 books, amazing. The 4 Agreements, favorite. The Mastery of Love, I'm rereading it again. And then The 5th Agreement. And then this one is definitely a great one for your childhood trauma, or like healing your inner child, is this. It's called Adult Children of Emotionally Immature Parents. It helps you forgive them. It helps you, one thing that I've said is this, like, my parents, they're my parents no matter what, and I know that, like, they never got to heal their inner child, and that's why they were, I'm not justifying their actions or justifying anything, you know. I think they were great. They did what they could, you know. They tried to show us what they could, but, you know, I just try not to blame them for anything. Like I said, I'm taking accountability for myself. I'm a grown woman now, and I chose this path to change myself and to break generational curses and to be financially free, emotionally free, and a lot of things, you know. So I really recommend that book for healing your inner child. I think it's an awesome book. I think that you guys will love that book. I think you guys will probably shed a few tears, and I think it'll just give you a different perspective on how to let go of any resentments that you guys might have, like from your childhood or from your parents or anything like that. It'll just help you release and let go, you know. At the end of the day, guys, like, we're here for a temporary amount of time, you know. Like I said, like, I chose to live a life that I want to live. Like, I want to live life on my terms, not on the universe's terms. Like, this is my life, and I'm gonna make it what I want to make it, because that's how powerful I am, and I can do it. And you can too. You can too. Like, we can all do this. We can. And don't forget to write in your journal. And I'm not sure if I left anything out, but I think I'm gonna wrap this up, guys. I hope you guys didn't get bored of me talking too much. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be like a 40-minute long video. It's gonna take me forever to upload it, but I'm sure it'll be up by Friday. Today's Thursday. Yeah, we'll try. And you know, I hope that you guys just be happy. Just always know that whatever you're going through right now in this moment, you're gonna come out of it alive, and probably even a better person. Just understand that, like, just accept the challenges, you know. Don't be afraid of them. I mean, they are scary and they're hurtful, the challenges, and it's stressful, but accept them, and always remember that no matter what, you're gonna come out of it like alive and healthy. And feel, let yourself feel. Don't be scared to feel. Whatever is meant for you will be for you. Don't force relationships, don't force people, don't force situations. Like, it'll naturally come to you and it'll be yours. What is meant for you will be yours. I promise you, it won't be so hard. Okay? I just want to I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that I said enough. I probably feel like I left out so much more. I'll probably make a part 2. I don't know if you guys want me to. But let's do like a little meditation for like a minute. Let's do like 3 deep breaths. Whenever I'm feeling some type of way, anxious, I just grab my little my bowl. I forgot. I don't know how to pronounce it. Okay, Tipton, whatever. I don't want to pronounce it wrong. I forgot to take a deep breath. Hold on. Oh wow, that was amazing. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching if you did, and if you watched through everything, congrats for watching through the whole thing of me fucking blabbering my mouth. But thank you guys for watching, and please like, comment, share, subscribe, like, whatever